Hi, it's Lisa from the Dog Play and the Dog Learning Centre, and I'm here with another vlog, and this is day 2 of fostering the Husky. So humans and dogs have lived and coincided together for thousands of years now, and most of the time we do live in harmony. At the moment I have a foster dog that I've taken on who was in a bad situation and about to be put to sleep. So I went with my gut on this one. Took the dog on. You can't tell from a photograph if a dog's aggressive or not, but I certainly wanted to give this dog a chance. I fostered previously and it was successful, so glutton for punishment, I thought I would do it again. So we've taken this boy on and he is lovely. He's skin and bones. You just need to put a hand on him and that's all you feel. I think the fact he's got a big furry coat, it hides a lot of the problems. When we take a dog on, and many people out there, and hats off to them, you know, there's certainly no disrespect aimed at anyone in this vlog, but there are many people out there who foster dogs who aren't like me. They're not qualified dog trainers or behaviour consultants. They just have an absolute love of dogs, and that is a fantastic starting place. However, it's really important that you do know about canine communication, about body language skills. Dogs are communicating with us all the time, and we run into problems purely because we as humans don't understand what they mean. So I've taken this dog on, and you know, he can't talk to me. Dogs do not speak English. No matter how many times you think you're conversing with your furry baby, you're not. They don't speak English, so he can't tell me what's going on. However, he can give off signs and signals and body languages, and he'll display subtle communication that I have to pick up on, and if I get it wrong, it's always the dog that gets the blame. So in this instance, I've had the boy for 48 hours and we've done a heck of a lot. And upon reflection, I realise that I've actually done too much with them. If we had taken on a child, we'd fostered a child who'd been abused and neglected, like this dog, you would have to take it really slow. You wouldn't expect the child to run into your arms and say, thank you so much for taking me, giving me this safe place, the warmth, the food. And dogs are the exact same. Of course, they're appreciative, but they do leave their memories behind. That's not to say they forget what's happened to them. They absolutely don't, and it can take any small little thing to trigger off a bad memory and have a dog react in a certain way. And we need to understand that, so that if the dog does behave in that form, we're not saying bad dog, because there is very rarely a thing as a bad dog. They just react and respond. And if we've missed half a dozen signals, why does the dog get the blame? You know, I think it's our job to learn about dogs. If they're going to live with us and we choose to have them in our home, I think we absolutely should understand the very basics of their communication that they're always giving off. So going back to the Husky, I've had him for 48 hours, and what have I introduced him to? So he's had on-lead and off-lead play, and we've always adhered to social distancing throughout this. With other dogs, he's been fantastic with them. At first he didn't know what to do with them, then he really got into it and he played fantastically. He gave off good signals, he listened to some dog communication, he was mannerly. We have been on lead walking, and he's had a little bit off lead too. We've walked to the shops, so therefore what do you see when you're on a walk in the street? We've seen people, we've seen dogs, skateboards, bikes, buggies. He's seen a heck of a lot. And upon reflection, I actually realise now it's too much. It's sensory overload. It should be a quiet home, quiet things going on, and slowly but surely introducing them to things. It's been too much. And I can hear, this is the Husky coming up the stairs at the back. He's seen too much. We went for a walk today and I thought, I'm laughing at the fluffy tail in the background. We went for a walk today and I thought, he's done so well, he's been really good, this will be fine, we're just going to walk along the street. But again, what was he seeing? Buggies, skateboards, bikes, you know, you name it, lots and lots of different things. And when dogs are too highly aroused, which is an emotion that can teeter and has the dog teetering, and that can provoke unwanted reactions and behaviours on lead that people find offensive, whether they, you know, they don't know the background story. Why is this Husky, you know, people sometimes think they look frightening. Why is it barking on the lead? Why is it lunging? And that's because I've put him in a situation whereby he's been too close to too many things, too much stimulation in one go. So this is a dog that's came from abuse and a neglect background, and he's not been privy to the most mundane things that most people take for granted on their walks. So it's tipped him over the edge and it's been too much. And this is where people get judgmental. You know, judging the dog on the lead, barking. It's not aggressive. It's actually shouting for you to stay back because he can't cope with it. And I realise as a trainer that was my fault. So straight away he asked for space and I gave it to him. But it just made me realise, you know, I'm trying to walk him, I'm trying to habituate him to life, but I've got to take it a lot slower than I have been. So tomorrow we will go on a much quieter walk at a quieter time, because when it's too much for a dog, they've got no other option than to, if we're not paying attention to the small signals and the subtle signals, they've got no other option but to escalate with the behaviour. And most humans, if they don't understand it, do think that it's not a desirable behaviour. They think of it in a negative fashion. So tomorrow we'll bring quieter walks and a little bit more consideration for what he's been through and for what I can expose him to in life. So we shall bring tomorrow day 3 of the Husky.